I told you. There it is. Football is back, baby. What's going on, everybody? Miami, baby. What a game. What an absolute awesome football game we were treated to yesterday. I mean, holy cow, start to finish, that game was just crazy good. High-paced. I mean, geez Louise. Sorry, I'm getting my papers put together here. What a game from Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill. I mean, 460-plus passing yards for Tua with 3 touchdowns. Yeah, the pick was definitely pass interference on that play, uncalled. Whatever, we'll let it slide. But Tyreek Hill just continues to prove to be absolutely unguardable and to be an absolute menace. Man, that 3rd and 10 throw where Tua steps up in the pocket, off platform, throws it on a dime, 40 yards down the field to Tyreek. I mean, answered every single question you want him to answer in week 1 against a team that played great against us, honestly, at least offensively. The Chargers looked really good too. So let's go ahead and dive into this game a little bit, mainly looking back at the preview video I put out. The key matchups, the first one that I highlighted was the Dolphins offensive tackles versus the edge rushers, and that was a huge component to this game. Yesterday, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack had as many sacks as me and you. 0. Kendall Lamm and Austin Jackson looked awesome. Austin Jackson in particular, I watched some of those plays. His first punch that he delivered to Joey Bosa on several of those rocked Joey Bosa. It was awesome to see. I mean, holy cow. Super impressive from the offensive tackles. Could not ask for anything more. No sacks on Tua, and we got after Justin Herbert a little bit, only 3 sacks, but we'll talk about that more as we go here. The next big matchup I had was Austin Ekeler versus our linebacking crew, and Austin Ekeler definitely got the better of him there. That was the big difference in the game for them offensively. Austin Ekeler, 16 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown. I mean, we could not stop the run game. I didn't even mention Joshua Kelly's stats. He had a touchdown. Herbert had a touchdown on the ground. I mean, the rushing attack all day long. That was a Kellen Moore special for sure, as Kellen Moore definitely got the better of Vic Fangio this week, unfortunately. But I do think we'll see them hopefully step up as the season goes. The Chargers played it differently than you expect. I mean, you look at the numbers, it's not like Herbert blew anybody away here. They just ran the ball on us. And Christian Wilkins maybe cost himself a little money this week because the defensive line, that's our strong suit. Him and Zach Sealer are great run stuffers, and not yesterday because they ran all over us right between the tackles. I mean, there was a hole one time you could drive a car through it. The Chargers have a very good offensive line. It was full strength yesterday, and that was on display. And then when I talk about the X factors, it doesn't look great for these X factors because none of them really went crazy except Austin Ekeler was one of the X factors I had. He was an X factor all day. He was very hard to stop. He looked fantastic. Raheem Mostert, only limited touches, 3.7 yards a carry, 30-something yards and a touchdown. We just didn't run the ball. We just said, you know what, we're just going to throw the ball. Totally different game plan than I thought we'd have for sure, especially all offseason. We hear Dolphins going to run the ball. McDaniel wants to commit to the run. I don't believe you, Mike. And that's okay because if Tua is going to throw for 460 yards and 3 touchdowns, then all right, I guess you don't really need to run the ball. Xavier Howard, couple of holding calls. Overall, he was okay. Wasn't great, not locked down or anything. And, if we had Jalen Ramsey out there, it would have been really nice. But Kader Kohou looked awesome, so that was good. He was better than Xavier Howard was yesterday. I mean, Kohou was our best corner. Safeties played great. Javon Holland, 14 tackles, all-pro season, incoming, bet on it. But then the other X factor for the Chargers, and this was really the big one, was I said Joey Bosa. He didn't do a single thing. I mean, other than a face mask penalty, he was quiet all day long. Didn't do anything. The Dolphins' offensive line really shut him down. Super impressive. 5 keys for the Dolphins that I had that they needed to do for a victory here. Number 1 was run the ball. We did not do that. But if you had told me beforehand that Tua was going to throw for that many yards and we were just going to dominate them through the air, then okay, nope, you don't need to run the ball if we're going to do that, I guess. But I thought for sure that was the goal for us, was to just pound the rock. It wasn't. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. Number 2 was adjust. We did that. And this would be great for a film breakdown. If you're into that kind of thing, let me know. I'd be happy to look at it and try and do something for you guys. But last year against the Chargers, the Dolphins were running all these plays where it was a long motion. You sent Tyreek Hill from one end of the formation all the way to the other, telegraphing the plays. Yeah, he gets a good speed, but they're able to prepare and counter and everything. This year, he would start on this game, he would start right here, and then just a quick start that way. You could not adjust in time. It was great coaching by Coach McDaniel to change that up, and it worked to a T. We had guys running open all day long. It was awesome to see. Awesome to see. Number 3, I had block. Please block for Tua. 0 sacks. That's all I have to say. End of story. They couldn't get close to him. Quick throws, but not always. Some of them were deeper developing throws, and Kendall Lamm held his own against Khalil Mack. And Austin Jackson dominated the matchup with Joey Bosa. That was a huge matchup. There was a wholly healthy Chargers defense that we put up 36 points on. Number 4 here. This one's the biggest cause of concern for me, and it should be for any Miami Dolphins fan. I said we needed a Vic Fangio masterclass. We did not get one. I mean, for them to just go up and down the field on us like the way that they did, it felt like both offenses were unstoppable yesterday, which is not what you want to see when you hire a new defensive coordinator who's supposed to transform this defense. I don't know if it was adjustment-based or what, but, man, we could not stop them against the run. Our linebackers were lost out there, which isn't a shock, unfortunately. David Long Jr. looked so good in the preseason, but so did the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we all saw how that went. So, yeah. And then number 5, I said get pressure on Justin Herbert. We did end up with 3 sacks, 2 of them on that last possession that they had, but we closed it. That's when the closers come to play. Jalen Phillips getting in there for that half a sack to end the game. That's what you want to see. If you're going to get a sack anytime, make it to end the game and to win the game. So I'm okay with it. It worked out A-okay. I predicted the Dolphins were going to win this game 27-24. I undersold the offense and oversold the defense. Defense couldn't stop them, but, man, the offense could not be stopped. I mean, I think we only punted once. Nearly a clean sheet for the punter not having to do anything. Obviously, the turnovers, the fumble, got to figure out the exchange there. Connor Williams and Tua, you guys have got to get that sorted out. We cannot have bad snaps, and we cannot have fumbled exchanges, especially within the opponent's 5. Also, I thought if you're a Dolphins fan, and I'm certain you felt this, when Jason Sanders missed that extra point, immediately, I sat down in my chair. I was like, oh, we lost. That's it. We're going to lose this game 37-36, and I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight. It's fine. The Dolphins' luck and the way that things go is some stupid shit like that happens, and we lose the game. But fortunately, that did not happen as Vic Fangio finally dialed up the pressure, as he didn't do all day. We didn't blitz at all. And then he finally brought some blitzes, and they were not right. It's like he timed it up just right. He said in the offseason, I'll blitz when I want to. He wanted to then, and it worked really, really well. So I expect to see us blitz a little bit more next week against Mac Jones. But at the end of the day, it is a glorious, glorious Victory Monday. I hope for many, many more of these this season. Super happy about what I saw yesterday and can't wait to watch it again this upcoming weekend against the New England Patriots. Preview video for that will come out probably Saturday for you guys. And then we'll do another review on Monday. And then obviously you'll have the big show coming out where we'll do all of our game picks and all that fun stuff. So stay tuned. Ton of content coming. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Fins up, baby.